So next we're going to do CVP, all right? So the things that you need when you're going to do a CVP is you need a pressure bag. You need a bag of the 1,000 units of heparin. This is kept in the Pyxis that is for supplies. You need this manifold, thank you. And then you also need the red tubing for our monitor, a red cord for our monitors, okay? So the first thing you want to do is you want to prime your line, okay? So to prime your line, you're going to put that, connect your tubing, the CVP tubing, that's the other thing you need, to your heparin, and then you want to slide it inside the pressure bag. Okay. Then you're going to want to pump this up, okay, until you get it to the green. Thank you. I want to do a CVP if I have a patient who I think is septic and I want to know what their CVP reading is, if they're hypotensive, or just critically ill. It's good to have. So as soon as I plug my red line in, it's going to start at ART, but I don't want it on ART line. I want it on CVP. So I'm going to go down here to change name, and I'm going to change it to CVP. Okay. So once that's done, I'm going to go ahead and plug this end of this line into this port here, like so. Okay. Now I'm ready. It's asking me to zero my CVP. Okay? So the way that I'm going to do that is that I'm going to go back to this part of my tubing and I'm going to turn it off to patient, and I'm going to take this cap off the end of it. Okay? The next thing, so now I'm at the right level, and I'm going to go ahead and zero my CVP. So again, I'm going to turn my cursor to CVP, and I'm going to toggle it over to 0 CVP. And now now that I know that I'm zeroed out. But before I switch it back over to the patient, I want to let a little bubble come through here, okay? And it also is going to show me whether or not I have a good waveform. Okay? Should be nice and square. It's not connected to a patient, so that's not. And then I want to make sure that the cap that comes with it in its tubing has a hole in the end of it for sterilization. So you want to make sure that you replace it with the yellow cap or this blue cap that we have in individual packages. Okay? So I'm going to apply that, and I'm going to go back on to the patient. Okay? And now I should be able to read my CVP. Now there's a couple of things that I need to make sure that you understand. When you connect the CVP to the patient, you want to make sure that it's always to the brown port, which is the distal port, and you don't want to have any cap on the end of it. It has to go straight into this, okay? So you want to make sure before you start your process that this tubing is connected straight to the end of the brown cap, all right? Okay, so normal CVP is between 4 and 6 for a person like you and me who's healthy. If you have a septic patient, then you want the numbers be between 8 and 12. That's your goal. If you're at the low end of that, and anytime you're below that, you know the patient needs more fluid, more fluid, more fluid. If the patient's intubated, it can go up as high as 15. So your goal is a little higher if it's an intubated patient. So you're working towards giving fluids to meet your goal, whatever your goal end is.